Hi, I think we met before when we were both coincidentally reading the IT Doesn't Matter article by Nicholas Carr.
Yeah, no, that was me. Hi, I'm Kaitlin. I was the Management Information Systems and Marketing major.
Oh yeah, I'm Hannah. I'm Management Information Systems and Operations Management. What are you doing here?
I'm actually writing a paper on my past internship experience.
Oh cool, what's it about?
I know, let me put my book down. So my paper is about the misalignment of the IT department and the business department. So as a MISI major, I can see the benefits of both sides. But when you're in a company and you're either just in the IT department or just a business unit, it's really hard to see eye to eye.
I've run into a similar issue at my company. You see, the IT department does really good work. They just where their shortcoming is their communication. They don't ever tell the business units what they're up to. So the business units only ever know them as the fixers of when the internet is down, and in that case, they only get blamed for the bad things.
Yeah. Imagine how much your company would accomplish if your department just literally talked to each other.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that IT sits separately from the business units. I just feel like it would be easier if they were in the same room and they just see what each other are working on.
Yeah, no, definitely. Business leaders need to understand that investing in these important IT developments is important for the business as a whole and their long-term growth.
And I think on the IT side, the IT people also need to start seeing the bigger picture and just seeing how beneficial strategic business planning can be.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just going off the other side, they definitely need to invest, the business needs to invest in modern technology, just so I know a lot of IT departments are understaffed, so by investing in these technologies, they're able to work on this instead of working on outdated software.
Yeah, I think it's just so interesting that as MISI majors, it seems like common knowledge to us that these two sides need to see eye to eye. But I think when you're in that business and you don't have our experience from seeing both sides, it just doesn't come naturally to them. So I think that's something that we have to take into our internships and kind of communicate that with everyone else.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. It kind of just shows how important communication can be. It sounds like your company could use some help in communication.
Agreed. Everyone should live by communicating clearly, only involving the necessary people, keeping everything in writing and easy to access, and especially breaking down the bigger tasks into simple tasks.
Yeah, no, that's perfect advice. I also feel like people want to feel that their time is being well used.
Yeah, that's definitely not the case in my company, though. We have so many of these status meetings, and I just sit there listening to people go on one by one on what they're working on, but it just doesn't pertain to me, and I feel like I can use my time so much more efficiently.
Yeah, no, that sounds like such a waste of time. This summer, I was on an agile team, so we had these cool kind of stand-up meetings. They were 10 minutes every morning just to get an update on where a project is, and then my manager was in charge of going on a one-on-one with his manager just to update that one person, so it saves everyone time.
One-on-one meetings freak me out though, because I feel like people have such different communication styles.
Tell me about it. My manager came from the law department, but I work in tech, so it's definitely you can really see the communication styles clashing in that.
In what way?
So basically, he doesn't understand that a lot of coders need time for the creative process. They can't really be interrupted when they're in the middle of that. But he will kind of just walk up to their desk and keep bothering them until they give him what he wants.
Wow, he should just use email.
I know, email is my best friend. I hate making phone calls.
Really? But I hate when people don't use emails properly.
Wait, what do you mean not using email properly?
You know, there's so many times I receive an email with the worst subject lines. I sit there for so long trying to figure out what the email content contains, because sometimes the subject line is so long, and other times it doesn't even relate to what the email is.
Oh, I totally get what you're saying. I get really mad when sometimes people have so many different problems in one email. Send a separate email.
Yeah, it's crazy how much time that we waste trying to figure out what is going on. I feel like people just need to be more clear, and then we can save so much money in the long run.
Yeah, no, I think communication is such an interesting topic to talk about, because it's something that you think all humans should be able to do, something that we've grown up theoretically doing, but it's not as easy as people think.
Especially in the workplace, when people come from such different backgrounds and just they grow up with different communication styles, and it's weird because you would think there's only one type, but there's so many different types, and I think people just need to realize how other people communicate.
Yeah, and that coupled with like complete different personalities in the workplace can like really cause some things.
Define things.
Well, have you heard of stewards and creators?
No, tell me more.
So a steward is someone who likes to allocate resources efficiently and responsibly. They're like very concerned about the bottom line. These are typically managers, and then creators are normally like the technical talent, and they have like a grand vision. They have a higher purpose, so they're less concerned about the business stuff.
I think I'm more of a creator because at my internship last summer, it's just like I was giving a few tasks, but while I was working on it, like I found more to do. Like I felt like there was more efficient ways to do these processes. I just wanted to like do more with it. And so I think in that way I'm a creator because I think I come up with projects on my own.
That's so funny because I'm definitely a steward. Like, I want to check all those projects off my list. I'm really concerned about like deadlines. I'm like super organized. My planner has it all down, and I want to finish them ASAP right away and just keep moving forward. During my internship, there's this one time that one of my coworkers had like found a side project, and like I felt really concerned, and I like felt the need to be like, "Hey, did you finish all your other projects?" Like that's just like something that's a part of me.
Yeah, so I feel like stewards and creators are like at odds with each other. Did you find that it was really hard to work with this person?
Yes and no. While we might have different philosophies, it's important for a company to have both stewards and creators. Because without creators, stewards would always stay by the book, finish all their projects on time, but there wouldn't be that element of innovation. But with just creators, they might have all these crazy side projects, all these crazy ideas, and these things they want to try and accomplish, but like they might not actually ever accomplish any of them, and the business as usual will not be getting done.
I feel like this puts these two people are at odds with each other. Is it very hard to be together? I just feel like, I don't know, maybe in a way, if people are just aware of the differences and just the managers put an effort into maintaining the balance, that might work.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good to be aware of the problem. I also just like to dig a little deeper into it. Creators in general often feel like underappreciated, typically by their managers. They feel like I'm doing all this great work, I have this grand vision, and they just don't feel like they're getting the recognition for that. So it's important for one, for managers to acknowledge that, and two, sometimes let the creators win. Like stewards want to win, they want their projects to be done, but sometimes like you have to let them do that side project or let them do what they're passionate about because that's ultimately what they love to do and what's keeping them at the company. If you want their technical talent, they have to be somewhat happy there.
Yeah, I see that. I just feel like you can't always let the creators win either because I feel like sometimes the stewards need to win to get the business done.
Yeah, no, definitely. But honestly, in the end, there will always be conflict. But conflict isn't always bad. Basically, companies need to find a way to have their creators and stewards work together productively so the company can grow at a good pace.
Thank you so much for bringing this article up to me. This is definitely something that I'm going to bring back to work because I feel like these simple personality clashes really like causes waves in a company and people just have to be aware so they can find the compromise.
Yeah, no problem. I actually have to go to class now, but I'd love to do this again sometime.
Oh, what about the same time next week?
Yeah, perfect. See you then.